Okay, today I'm making a pair of furry boots. This is parchment paper I'm using. I got it from the dollar store, and this is just the black marker that I'm going to use to trace the boot out. I'm making my template so that it's easier to cut the fur out. So then I trace everything I needed, and now I'm just going to cut it out. Okay, now I'm just trying to get the top part of my bottom template, so now I'm going to just trace the top part of my bottom template. And I'm gonna cut that out, and then you should end up something like a boomerang, I guess. But nothing has to be perfect because you're just gonna trim up any extra fabric anyway. So now I'm tracing at the top, and that's simple. I just use the ruler to straighten to make some straight lines, and I'm just cut on the line. Here I'm just going to show you how to actually cut the fur out so that you don't cut the fur upside down and then the fur just stands up versus it falling down. Okay, and now I'm going to just take my templates, trace those out, and then cut out what I've traced. And make sure as you cut it, make sure that your scissors is falling underneath the fur. Like you're not cutting on top of it, because then you'll have just like some straight ends. Okay, once you got everything cut out, you should have two pieces like this, a top and a bottom. Okay, and now I just need to thread my needle. So that's what you see me doing here, is just threading my needle. Okay, once I feel like my thread is long enough, I just cut it, and then I make two little knots. That's all I do. Then cut off the end part of the string, that little extra part. Okay, my needle is now threaded, and now I'm just gonna start my start sewing. It's real simple. This boot, making this boot was not hard whatsoever. It was a little time consuming, yes, but difficult, no. So now I'm just sewing it. Okay, you're just gonna keep doing the same thing all the way until you reach the next side, and then I'll come back in a moment when I get ready to end it. Okay, now we're right here at the end, so we're meeting where we started, and then you just keep doing what you've been doing. To end it and secure it, I am gonna make a few knots, like just go under and over a few times and make a few knots. I probably made 3 of them, or you can make as many as you want to. Okay, so now we've already sewn the top part of the boot. Now we need to go down the back of it and sew down the back. So that's what you see me doing now. I'm gonna just sew down the back of it. And I don't do anything fancy. I just go back and forth with the needle. Okay, now it's time to sew the bottom on since we've sewn the top part already. So again, I'm going to do it the same thing that I did at the top, just on the bottom, and go all around the boot. Okay, so now I'm at the end of sewing the bottom part around. So now I'm going to just knot it off, and then we're going to move on to the next step. Okay, now that the top and bottom is sewn together, now it's time to connect the two right in the middle. So that's what I'm showing you now. And we just go all the way around, and then we're going to end at the top of the bottom. Okay, so now I'm just showing you how I connect the two. It's no certain way to do it. This is just how I do it. This is what I find that works for me. You may find something different. But yeah, this is just how I do it. Okay, so now at this point we have everything sewn together except the bottom of the back. So now that is what we're about to do. I'm gonna just finish connecting this, and then I'm gonna just take a bite from the top and make it go down almost like a diagonal cross or X, I guess. But anyways, I just sew straight down, and then that'll be the end of sewing the fur to the boot. And another thing that I did, I actually pinned the fur to the boots. So that's what that little pearl ball thing you see. It's just a pin. It helped keep everything in place so nothing moved as I sewed a different side or anything on. So I do recommend you probably pinning the fur down. It was very helpful in my case. Okay, and now I'm at the bottom, so I'm just making some knots. And that's all I'm going to do is make some knots, and then I'm just cut off the rest of the string, and then I'm done. We're done, baby, done. Okay, and then I am just gonna fluff out the fur since I was messing with it the whole time I was sewing. And then that's done. I'm gonna throw in a few clips of other boots that I made too. Thank you. You all like, comment, and subscribe. See you next time. Bye.